Okay, when you start to make scones, make sure you've got everything lined up. Make sure you've got your tub of self-raising flour, the cutter out, milk ready with the lid off, and however much scone mix you're using in a bowl, and a number of trays that roughly scones you're going to make. There's no measured amount of scone mix on milk, so you add a little bit of milk using your hand. Keep one hand wet, one hand dry. Mix in the milk and bring it together. You want to form a stiff dough that's not sticky to the touch, that cleans the bowl. If it's a little bit damp, you can always add a little sprinkling of flour just to dry it up. Get it all off your fingers. It should be a firm dough, not leaving any sticky mess in the bowl, and it cleans the bowl, like so. Just wash your hands at that point, get all the mess off your hands. Dust your surface with a little bit of the self-raising flour. Pop your dough on it, roll it out, fold it over, roll it out and fold it over, just to create some extra lift. Move it round to press the sides in and roll it with a light touch. Just move it round till you get an even, probably 3/4 of an inch deep on plain scones, and maybe a little bit thicker on fruit scones. Take your cutter, dip it in your flour, push straight down, not with your palm over the disc. Let them drop out and dip in the flour each time. The most important thing is to not overwork the dough so you don't develop the gluten, so you don't end up with stretched dough, so it's more like a bread. So you want a nice crumbly scone at the end of it. Reasonably good spacing on the tray so they're not too close together. Scrunch your dough back up. Work it as little as possible to bring it back together, just to get a flat top. Make sure it's not sticking to the surface. Clean your ring if you need to. And exactly the same again. So that all the scones are a uniform size and shape. And your last little bit of trim dough, and that scone's made. Now we'll just egg wash them with a plain egg yolk and a little bit of milk. The important thing now is to let them, the raising agents, go to work and let them prove, so they'll expand probably about 20%, and then bake them at around 220 degrees. Start with about 6 minutes and rotate them in the oven, and then another 2, 3, possibly 4 minutes, depending on whether you've got anything else in the oven.